Hi friends, today I am giving a lecture on some important definitions in digital logic design, that is DLD, and switching theory and logic design, that is STLD. Okay, first definition is what is bit. Before going to the definition, first of all, a binary number system consists of two digits. One is 0 and another one is 1. Okay, each binary digit is called as a bit. So according to that, 0 is one bit and 1 is another bit. Hence we can say that each binary digit is called as a bit. Next, second one is what is nibble. A group of 4 binary bits is called as a nibble. Okay, each 4-bit binary group is also called as a nibble. Okay, next one, what is byte. A group of 8 binary bits is called as a byte. In other words, we can say that each 8-bit binary group is also called as a byte. Okay, next definition is what is code word. A group of bits that can be processed by a digital system at a time is called as a code word. So that means a digital system is there. A digital system can process a group of bits during the transmission at a time, that is called as code word. Okay, next one, what is coding. The representation of decimal numbers or decimal digits from 0 to 9 and letters of alphabets capital A to capital Z and small a to small z. Okay, that can be represented by a sequence of zeros and ones is called as a coding. Okay, coding means we can take a decimal number system. In that decimal number system, the decimal numbers are 0 to 9, that is 10 decimal numbers. We can take the letters of alphabet, so uppercase letters capital A to capital Z and lowercase letters small a to small z. So all these can be represented as a sequence of zeros and ones is called as a coding. Okay, next one. Why gray code is not suitable for mathematical operations. So gray code is not suitable mathematical operations because it is not a sequential code. So sequential code means, suppose we are taking a code word. Okay, for that code word we have to take the succeeding code word. For that succeeding code word, the previous one is the previous code word. Okay, the succeeding code word is one binary number greater than the preceding code word, then it can be called as a sequential code. Okay, so gray code is not suitable for mathematical operations because it is not a sequential code. So sequential code means, suppose we are taking a code word 0011. Okay, next we are taking another code word 0100. So for 0100, 001 is the previous code word. For 0011, 0100 is the succeeding code word. Okay, this succeeding code word is one binary number greater than the preceding code word. Okay, so this is preceding code word and this is a succeeding code word. This succeeding code word is one binary number greater than the preceding code word, then it is called as a sequential code. Okay, so examples for sequential code are 8421 code or BCD code. Okay, but gray code is not suitable for mathematical operations because it is not a sequential code. Okay. Next definition is parity bit. Parity bit is an extra bit that can be added to each and every code word during transmission. Okay, so that is called as a parity bit. Okay, during transmission, suppose a message sends from a sender to the receiver, we have to add an extra bit. That extra bit is also called as a redundant bit during transmission. That extra bit is called as a parity bit. Okay, next one. Why ASCII code is 7-bit code? Okay, by using ASCII code, we can represent the decimal digits 0 to 9, lowercase letters capital A to capital, lowercase letters small a to small z, uppercase letters capital A to capital Z, and special symbols and special symbols. These can be represented by using ASCII code. Total, how many numbers are there? How many number of letters are there? For example, 0 to 9, that is 10 digits. Letters A to Z, capital letters 26, lowercase letters small a to small z 26, 26 plus 26 52, 52 plus 10 62, and the special characters and special symbols, all these together total number of items is equal to 128. Okay, for representing this 128, how many number of bits we are required? That is 2 power n number of bits are required. So therefore 128 can be represented as 2 power n. Here n is equal to 7. Then it can be called as a 7-bit code. So ASCII code is a 7-bit code. Okay, because by using ASCII code we can represent the decimal digits 0 to 9, uppercase letters capital A to capital Z, lowercase letters small a to small z, and special characters and special symbols. All together the total number of items is equal to 128. To represent this 128 numbers, how many number of bits we are required? That is 2 power n is equal to 128. Therefore n is equal to 7. Okay, next one. Why checksums are used? Okay, simple parity mechanism can detect only a single bit error in a code word. Suppose we want to detect more than one error in a particular code word, so parity bit mechanism is not suitable. To overcome this difficulty, we have to use another mechanism. That mechanism is called as checksum. Okay, by using checksum, we can detect more than one error in a single code word. Okay. Next one is what is alphanumeric codes and what is the purpose of alphanumeric codes, how they are classified. Mainly, alphanumeric codes are used for transmitting the data between the computer and its terminals, such as keyboards, printers, video display terminals. Okay, so computer and its peripherals to transfer the data between the computers and its terminals. Alphanumeric, next one, what is alphanumeric codes, how they are used for, how they are classified. Mainly, alphanumeric codes are used for encoding the decimal digits that are 0 to 9 and letters of alphabets, that is capital A to capital Z and small a to small z. To encode these characters and decimal digits, we have to use alphanumeric codes. Next one, alphanumeric codes are used for transmitting the data between the computers and its terminals, such as keyboards, printers, and video display terminals. Okay, to transmitting the data between the computer and its peripherals, we have to use alphanumeric codes. Next, alphanumeric codes are classified into two. One is ASCII code and second one is ASCII. ASCII code is a 7-bit code and ASCII is a 8-bit code. Okay. ASCII code is used for transmitting the data between the computer and its terminals, and ASCII is used for transmitting the data in large communications. For that purpose, we have to use ASCII. Okay. Next one. What is the use of block parity? So here the purpose of block parity is it can correct only single bit error in a particular code word, but it can detect 2-bit errors in a particular data word. So that is the use of block parity. Next one. In a digital system, performance accuracy depends on nature of the devices used, number of gates, word length and propagation delay. Okay, so performance accuracy depends on the word length. Okay, next one. The most important advantage of digital system over analog system is option A, high speed, option B, lower cost, option C, modularity, option D, noise immunity. The most important advantage is only noise immunity. Okay. So these are some important definitions. So thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please share this video to your friends and classmates. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel name. So Divvela Srinivasa. Thank you.